What if I told you that this new car price, less than most compact SUVs, can outrun a BMW M3 in a straight line? Sounds impossible, right? Well, that's exactly what this brand is claiming. Asterisk. Autobahn power moment. Super speeding at dusk on the Autobahn. Today, we're putting the all-new TUNED SUPRA A90 head-to-head against its biggest rivals to see if it really delivers performance without the premium badge. Could this be the sleeper hit of the year, or just clever marketing? Stick around, because the results might surprise you. This isn't just another new car launch, it's a statement from Toyota. For years, they've been known for aggressive performance machines, but this time, they're aiming straight at the heart of the sports coupe game. The new TUNED SUPRA A90 doesn't just look the part. It's built to challenge icons like the BMW M3 and Porsche Cayman. Sleek lines, a bold stance, and a powertrain that promises both excitement and efficiency. This model wants to prove it can do it all. But can it really live up to the hype? Let's take a closer look before we hit the road. Now that we've set the stage, let's dive into what makes the new TUNED SUPRA A90 so intriguing. The first thing that grabs you is the design-bold, muscular lines that look like they were sculpted by airflow itself. From the aggressive front grille to the sleek LED taillights, this car demands attention, even when it's standing still. It's not just for show either. Every curve and vent has a purpose, helping the car cut through air more efficiently and stay planted at higher speeds.
Step inside, and the theme continues, a driver-focused cockpit that blends simplicity with precision. The digital cluster feels intuitive, and the infotainment screen sits perfectly within reach. The materials? Soft touch where it matters, metallic finishes where you want contrast, and a surprising amount of space that makes long drives less of a chore. But the real magic happens when you press the start button. Under the hood, you've got a turbocharged inline-six pushing out 382 horsepower, sending power through an 8-speed automatic to the rear wheels. The result? Instant throttle response and a surge of acceleration that pins you to your seat. It's the kind of performance that makes you forget you're in a road-legal car until you glance at the speedometer and realize just how fast you're moving. On twisty roads, the balance is remarkable. Steering is sharp and communicative, giving you a sense of connection that many modern cars lack. The suspension strikes that sweet spot between comfort and control, firm enough to feel sporty, but never harsh. You can tell this car was tuned by people who genuinely love driving. Of course, it's not perfect, there's a bit of road noise at highway speeds, and if you're pushing it hard, you'll notice the rear end gets playful. But for enthusiasts, that's part of the charm. Feature-wise, the TUNED SUPRA A90 keeps pace with its rivals. You've got advanced driver assists, customizable drive modes, and even launch control for those who can't resist a good drag strip moment. There's wireless charging, premium audio, and all the connectivity you'd expect in 2025. Still, it's not all about the gadgets, it's about how cohesive everything feels when you're behind the wheel. And here's where things get interesting, because while the TUNED SUPRA A90 impresses in isolation, how does it stack up against the competition? Does it deliver the same emotional punch, or just check the right boxes on paper? In a moment, we'll take it out for a real-world test, and trust me, the results might challenge everything you thought you knew about this segment. Alright, this is it. The moment we've all been waiting for. We're on the open stretch, everything set to Sport Plus, and the TUNED SUPRA A90 is ready to show what it's truly made of. Foot down, and instantly, it launches like it's been waiting its whole life for this moment. The turbo spools, the exhaust roars, and you can feel every ounce of engineering pushing you deeper into the seat. The speed climbs faster than your brain can process, 60, 100, 150, and still, it wants more. Through the corners, it's alive. Every steering input feels direct, almost telepathic. You can sense the chassis tightening up, the suspension working overtime to keep you glued to the tarmac. There's balance here, a kind of mechanical harmony that makes you trust it, even when the numbers get scary. This isn't just fast, it's effortlessly fast. But here's the twist, while it delivers pure adrenaline, it's also shockingly composed. No drama, no unpredictable twitchiness, just precision. Even after pushing it hard, the brakes stay firm, the temperature gauge is calm, and the cabin remains surprisingly quiet. It's the kind of control that makes you grin because it's clear, this car was built with purpose, not just power. And if you're wondering whether it can really hold its own against the competition, well, this is where things get interesting. Because the numbers might tell one story, but behind the wheel, it tells another. One that's more emotional, more connected, and maybe, just maybe, more satisfying than the spec sheet suggests. So, does the TUNED Supra A90 live up to the hype? That's the big question, and in the next section, we'll break down whether it's worth your money, or if there's a better way to spend it. After everything we've seen, it's clear the TUNED Supra A90 isn't just another entry in the crowded performance coupe market. It's a car that delivers on its promise, blending everyday usability with genuine excitement behind the wheel. The acceleration is addictive, the handling feels alive, and the styling, well, it turns heads even when parked. It's not flawless, the rear visibility could use some refinement, but those feel like small trade-offs for the experience it offers. If you're someone who wants a car that excites you every time you start it, the TUNED Supra A90 is hard to ignore. For drivers chasing pure comfort or top-tier practicality, there might be better options, but for enthusiasts, this is the kind of machine that reminds you why you fell in love with driving in the first place. In the bigger picture, it also says a lot about where Toyota is heading. This isn't a brand playing catch-up, it's one setting new expectations for what performance and personality can look like in a modern car. It's bold, it's focused, and it challenges the usual favorites in ways that should make the competition nervous. So, is the TUNED Supra A90 perfect? Not quite. But does it make you feel something every time you're behind the wheel? Absolutely. And that might be worth more than any spec sheet can measure. Now I want to hear from you, what do you think? Does the TUNED Supra A90 deserve the hype, or would you still take the BMW M3 instead? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, hit that like button if you enjoyed the run, and don't forget to subscribe because we've got even bigger tests coming your way.